Welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I hope that all of you are having a great day so far. If this is your first time coming around here, definitely don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave. That way you can stay updated with all of my videos. So for today, I went ahead and did a makeup tutorial for you guys. It's the look that I'm wearing right now, and I ended up using some color, but instead of using it everywhere like on my lids and stuff like that, I only added the pop of color to my bottom lash line. I love doing this, like whenever I don't want to go with like an all neutral look, but I also don't want like a bunch of color. I had to breathe. But I don't want a bunch of color. I love applying it only to my bottom lash line. That way the top is still very neutral and soft, but you still get your pop of color by just adding it to the bottom lash line. So if you're someone that's scared of using bright colors and stuff like that, definitely try this out. I feel like this is like a good way to start using bright colors. And the best part is that I ended up using only drugstore products, so you don't have to go out and spend a ton of money. Everything I used today you can find at CVS, Walgreens, and Target. There's only one item that you do have to purchase online, but it's still really cheap. It's still like the drugstore price and stuff like that. So let's get started. If you want to find out how you can get this look right over here, then just keep watching and let's begin. To get started, I first like to go ahead and do my brows, and I'm using the Ardell dark brown pomade, and the brush that I'm using is actually the one that comes with the product, which is a miracle because most brow brushes at the drugstore suck. I've used a couple of them and they honestly really suck, but this one that comes with the Ardell pomade is actually pretty good. So it's the one that I'm using today, and I like to first outline my brows and then I'll go in and I'll fill in the rest. Once I'm done with my brows, I'm going to go ahead and get started on my eyes. I'm first going to prime my lids by using a base. The one that I'm using is from Maybelline. It's their Color Tattoo 24-Hour Eyeshadow Base. This one is in the color Nude Pink. And for eyeshadows, I'm going to start out by using the Sonia Kaschuk Eye on Neutral palette. You can find it at Target, and I just went ahead and used the Nude Peachy shade on my crease area, and then I blended it out. And for my lids, I'm using the Wet n Wild Knock on Wood palette. It's a little trio, and I'm using the eyelid color for my lids. And then I go back to the Sonia Kaschuk Eye on Neutral palette, and I use a darker brown shade for the outer V of my eye, and I just blend that out. And then I use the lightest eyeshadow from that palette for my brow bone. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I'm not done with my eyes yet, but I'm going to go ahead and get started with my face, and to kind of prime my face to make sure that my makeup is going to pretty much stick to my face, I'm going to start out by using the Nivea Sensitive Post Shave Balm, and I just really blend that into my skin until I feel it get tacky. And then for foundation, I'm using the Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. This one's in the color 857. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of color correcting on some spots that have a lot of pigmentation. This is something that you definitely want to do before you apply your foundation, but I completely forgot. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it right now. But normally you do it before your foundation and then you just go ahead and apply your foundation over it. But like I said, I completely forgot. So once I am done covering that up, I'm going to go ahead and get started with my concealer, and I'm using the Milani HD Advanced concealer, and I'm just applying that underneath my eyes, on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and on my chin. I'm going to go ahead and set my concealer now to make sure that it stays in place and does not crease on me, and I'm just using the NYX HD Studio Finishing Powder. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to the eyes and work on the bottom lash line, where I'm going to use a pop of color. I'm first going to start out by using a green eyeliner. This one is from Jordana and it's called Sea Green. After I do that, I now want to go ahead and apply some green eyeshadow. I'm actually mixing 2 green eyeshadows from a Coastal Scents palette that I've had for a very long time, and the brush that I'm using is from Sigma. It's their Flat Definer E15 brush. After doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and, like always apply some mascara to my bottom lash line, and I'm just using the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. I'm going to go ahead and start warming up my face right now and bring in some dimension. It is way too flat right now. So I'm first going to start out by using a foundation that I picked up that is way too dark for me to actually use as a foundation. But I did it on purpose because I wanted to use it as like a liquid bronzer. And the brush that I'm using to blend it out is from Morphe, and it's their M523 brush. Whenever you use a cream or a liquid bronzer, you still want to go in after with a powder product to make sure that you set that in place. So you can either go in with a setting powder or with an actual powder bronzer, which is what I'm going to be doing. But definitely make sure you do set that liquid or cream bronzer in place, because if not, it will break up on you throughout the day. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster, and I'm just very lightly going to dust this over the areas where I applied the liquid bronzer or foundation, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, very lightly. I'm not trying to give it any extra color or anything like this. It's just to set that product in place. So after using that, I actually went in with the Milani Fantastico Face and Body Bronzer. I think that's what it's called. I am so obsessed with this, guys. I cannot stop using it. For blush, I'm going to go ahead and use the NYX Dusty Rose Blush. Yay, we are almost done. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips. Like always, I use a bunch of products. So I'm first going to start out by lining my lips and filling them in with a Rimmel lip liner. This one is in the color Wild Clover. Once I'm done filling in my lips with this lip liner, I'm gonna go ahead and apply an actual lipstick, and the one that I'm using is from Wet n Wild, and it is in the color Bare It All. Once I do that, I'm going to go in after with a lip gloss, because I love lip glosses. I love my lips to look nice and glossy. So I'm going to go ahead and use a Bobbi Brown lip gloss. This one is in the color 221. And that is pretty much it for this makeup tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.
Don't be
Bye.
scared to stay a little longer and watch some of my previous videos. I do have a couple linked down below for you guys in my description box, and don't forget to hit that red subscribe button so that you can stay updated with all of my videos. I like to post 2 videos weekly for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.